In Unit 4 of Hospitality Studies, we will look at the growth of global hospitality brands. Our objectives for this lesson are to understand the significance of global hospitality brands, to define branding, to identify categories of branding, to investigate the benefits of branding, to be introduced to global hospitality brands, to determine hospitality globalization strategies, and to identify the leading global hospitality brands. The topics which we will cover: the growth of global hospitality brands, branding, and global hospitality brands. So, the growth of global hospitality brands. Global hospitality brands have become a predominant feature of the global hospitality industry, with around 43,000 corporate operated hotels worldwide, offering in the region of 5.5 million rooms. It seems that the growing supply of rooms by the large global hospitality brands is reaping significant rewards throughout the world. So, what is branding? Well, a brand is a name, term, sign, symbol, design, or a combination of all these elements that is intended to identify the goods or services of a seller and to differentiate them from their competitors. So, what are the categories of branding? Well, we have family brands. So each of the company's products has the same brand name. Many hotel companies have a family name. For example, the Holiday Inn, and each branded chain is designed to attract different segments of the market. We have individual brands. These are brands offered by a company but with different brand names, again focused on different segments of the market. Own brands. These are an organization's own brand products which use the organization's name and symbols. So, what are the benefits of branding? So, branding enables us to charge a premium price. It allows organizations to charge a premium price over equivalent offers from rival companies. If the brand is easily recognized and certain attributes and characteristics can be associated with it, such as quality, reliability, or innovation. Branding gives the ability to gain market share against rivals. So a strong brand linked to good quality and reliability can attract more customers and enable the organization to sell more product, therefore gaining new customers and more market share. Brand loyalty. Loyalty is concerned with the ability to keep customers and discourage them from purchasing competitors' products or services. Brand loyalty can be achieved by the quality of the products available or by offering customers incentives to continue buying the product or service. Consumers can identify with the product or service by clever branding. This can be achieved with the use of a particular logo, slogan, or design. But image sometimes has to change to keep up with the times and changing demographics of the market. By creating an image of the product or service, A brand can help target different segments of the market. Many organizations use different brands to widen their customer base. For example, some brands may be associated with being young, exciting and fun, whereas other brands may be associated with luxury and prestige. So, branding can help an organization to differentiate itself from its competitors. A logo, symbol, or trademark can help an organization to differentiate itself from other organizations, and through this visual image, it is conveyed to the consumer that the organization has products or services to offer that may be different or superior in their quality or lower in price. Global hospitality brands. So Page and Connell will tell us that the hospitality sector has increased considerably in recent years. The WTO estimate that there are over 17 million rooms in hotels, a growth of nearly 3 million on 1997. It is the global hospitality brands have been behind the rapid growth. Nearly 30% of all the world's accommodation stock being chain controlled. Further predictions state that by 2050, up to 60% of hotels will be affiliated with global chains. Global hospitality brands started when Kemmons Wilson established Holiday Inn in 1952. They now account for 67% of the accommodation in the United States, and their presence in the Asian market is increasing year on year. In Europe, despite this region having the most hotel rooms in the world at 6.3 million, just over 25% of accommodation is branded. Multinational hotel group development. Branding and globalization has developed simultaneously. Many hotel chains have developed their brands overseas through different strategies. However, this development comes with both opportunities and challenges for the hotel operators. So what are the opportunities? According to Guy, some of the reasons that domestic project developers and hotel operators look beyond their own borders for expansion opportunities include potential new markets, capital availability, cheap and abundant labour, the rise and growth of global tourism, and also tax incentives. What are the challenges? The opportunities for growth and increased market share may be considerable in the international marketplace, but global expansion is not without its drawbacks. It is seldom marked by immediate profitability and success when measured against domestic standards. Nationalism, cultural differences, and the lack of adequate supplies may result in recurrent problems with resource availability, compromised quality, consistency of standards, and runaway costs which often plague foreign operators. On a more day-to-day basis, problems can be caused due to geographic distance and time differences with the host operator. Hospitality global strategies. The forms of concentrated growth are strategic alliances, franchising, management contracts, joint ventures, and acquisition. Strategic alliances are common in the international hospitality industry. Many, if not most, international hospitality firms have one or more strategic partnerships with other hotel chains and increasingly with synergistically related organizations such as car rental organizations, airlines, and life insurance companies. Franchising. Hotels and motels are operated by individual franchisees, paying royalties to the parent company for the privilege of operating under a brand name. This type of operation is very popular in other businesses in other countries. Franchising is one of the most common and preferred forms of expansion for international hospitality firms. It is linked to the proliferation of branding that is evident in the international hospitality industry. The franchise method can be either applied to licensing a single franchisee or a master license that gives the franchisee the right to open an agreed number of units within a particular geographic area. Some examples of restaurant franchises would be McDonald's, Taco Bell, Subway, Pizza Hut, KFC, Burger King, and Baskin Robbins. Management contracting. Management contracting is when an owner or operator of an establishment employs or contracts a specialised hospitality or food and beverage service company to manage the whole or part of the operation. This could be done either in a hotel or in a non-commercial institution, for example at a university. Management contracts have also become an increasingly popular means of hotel operation. Through a legal agreement, the management contract, it enables the owner to employ an operator to assume full responsibility for the professional management of the property. Four Seasons Hotels, Hyatt International, and Intercontinental are examples of successful hotel management contract companies. There are some typical negotiation points in management contracts. So we have financial provisions, which are management fees, basic, incentive, and payment method, financial goals of the owner, responsibility for capital improvement or repairs, reserve for replacement, substitution of furniture, fixtures, and equipment, preparation of budgets and plans, working capital balances, equity contribution and loans, insurance and risk protection, damage, destruction, compulsory taking or condemnation, property taxes, negotiation or fixed commitments, and pre-opening budget. Some operations provisions: the operating plan, pricing schedules, services provided, procurement, negotiation of service contracts, quality of standards and inspections, and pre-opening of management services. Administration provisions: books, records and statements, accounting system used and frequency of reports, hotel personnel, legal and licensing requirements, and technical services. General provisions: agency relationship, length of contract, owner's right of sale or assignment, indemnification, use of the hotel's company name, requisite approvals, performance requirements, default and determination, governing law of host country and arbitration. Marketing provisions: marketing, advertising and promotions, reservation systems and services. Strategic alliances: a strategic alliance is where two or more organizations share resources and activities. Examples of hotel companies that have formed alliances are Regent with Four Seasons and Raffles with Swiss Hotel. Both Regent and Raffles were Far Eastern based hotel chains with little presence in Europe. Similarly, Four Seasons and Swiss Hotel had little hotel presence in the Far East. By forming a strategic partnership, they were able to obtain brand recognition on different continents, share resources to exploit economies of scale, gain market share, and ultimately achieve higher revenues. Another type of strategic alliance is the collaboration between airlines and hotel companies. Many airlines would develop or acquire their own hotels as a way of ensuring that their passengers and their flight crews had somewhere to sleep. Benefits of linkages with airlines include cross-marketing, reservation system linkage, promotional tie-ins, and frequent flyer promotions. There are many examples of alliances between airlines and hotel franchises. For example, British Airways and Pan Pacific Hotels, Singapore Airlines and Jumeirah Hotels, Qantas and Accor, United Airlines and Westin Hotels and Resorts, and Emirates Airlines and the Taj Group of Hotels. There are other forms of strategic alliance, so acquiring overseas properties and interests. This is referred to as integration, in particular horizontal integration, where an organisation takes ownership of another organisation, means one organisation buys and then controls another organisation. So what is licensing? This is when other companies are given a license to operate under an organisation's brand, logo, or trademark. So mergers are a mutually agreed decision for joint ownership, in another example of horizontal integration, and can enable an organisation to penetrate markets in a number of countries. Consortia is similar to a joint venture, but it is a joining together of two or more organisations for a particular project. It is common for independent properties to join consortia, such as the leading hotels of the world. Independent hotels and restaurants. The rise of mass individualization offers SMEs a great opportunity to add value through differentiated production and marketing. In general, small business hospitality operators have little, if any, awareness of global standards. However, hospitality has the potential to serve as a change agent due to its function of connecting the host with the guest.